All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of Easy Encore. Today, I am here to talk to you about the top Microsoft accessories based on my recommendation. There is no wrong way to do it. Let's face it, there's no wrong way to shop, but there is a way to shop that will get you the most out of what you're getting. And I just want to make some personal recommendations that I suggest you check out. So welcome, take a seat back, have a glass of water. I hope you guys enjoy our new look, new background, pretty nice. And yes, for the record, I did shave my head. My hair was getting too long, and so I kindly asked my fiance Isabella to help me shave my head for our anniversary, which was really nice. And so yeah, it's going to be a little weird adjustment period of me and my new shaved head look, but I hope you guys like it. So that being said, let's deep dive right into it. Today I'm going to use the Microsoft website to show off some key top accessories that you guys should have. Either if you have a Surface or you have a laptop. Definitely something you might want to have in your repertoire. Starting with the Precision mouse. I didn't know it came in black, but apparently it comes in black. So I'm going to show off the black one actually because I really, really like it. So this guy is absolutely gorgeous. So it has ultra precision movement. The Microsoft Precision mouse helps you stay productive in the flow with flawless transitions between devices, patented magnetic scrolling for precision control, and you can adjust I think the word is the DPS speed of the mouse it's got magnetic. It's gorgeous. It's super fast. So you get ultra precision movement. You get more ways to multitask, okay? Because you can now pair this with up to 3 devices. So if you have a desktop at home, you have a laptop, or you have even a tablet that allows you, like a Surface Pro, 2-in-1 kind of design tablet, this would be a great device. It's a simple button press and you can switch between them. It's a gorgeous mouse. It has a great wrist rest actually as well. It definitely has an ergonomic design. And it does last quite a long time. There's a good amount of battery life in this guy. And so you're getting a high level of control, superior craftsmanship. Let's see if it shows you in the tech specs how much battery life this thing's got. So up to 3 months. There you go. Up to 3 months of battery life. Hard to believe. But it also does come with a cable that allows you to plug in micro USB to USB, and so you can get that charged right there. You can use it as a wired mouse if you like, but it's an absolutely stunning device, and that's one of the devices I recommend, the Microsoft Precision mouse. Moving on to the next one, if you want a mouse for travel, the Microsoft Precision mouse is nice, but traveling, it is a bigger mouse, so it is designed for working in long hours and comfort. But if you're looking for a device or a mouse to travel with and you want to have something sleek, easy to use, then I definitely recommend the Microsoft Arc mouse. This guy is probably the best portable mouse I have ever seen. So first of all, it is ultra slim and lightweight. You can actually fold it down to make it nice and flat so it feels like you're carrying a business card. And it has a scroll plane for vertical and horizontal scrolling. So that front piece here that you're seeing, guys, that piece is designed to be a nice flat piece, easy to navigate with. It is absolutely gorgeous. And again, Bluetooth connection makes it very easy to connect to different devices as well. So as you can see, this is what it looks like, nice and flat, absolutely stunning, easy to carry there. Also would make great, as long as you have it arced, you can use it as a presentation clicker as well. Kind of a neat way to use it. And so it does have Bluetooth connection. Wireless range is about 32.8 feet or 10 meters, depending on how you look at it. And so battery life is about up to 6 months, and it's 2 AAA batteries that are included, so you can get your first power up and out of the go there. So that is the Arc mouse. That is another one I recommend. And then moving into the pen. Now, if you have Surface devices, hands down, every device needs a Surface pen. I will tell you this right now. Even if you don't write a lot, the Surface Pen is a great device for using to touch the screen, especially for someone who's afraid to get like a lot of fingerprints on your screen. This is a great device. The pen is a great way to interact with it. And you can get all sorts of different colors. You got platinum, you got burgundy, you got black, you got cobalt blue. I'm a big fan of the black pen there. And on top of that, it's great for creativity. You know, when you're a teacher using a lot of different documents, the Surface Pen is a great editing tool. So if you're going through maybe someone's work, you can actually circle things, you can highlight things, you can cross things out and delete them. So there are many ways you can express yourself that way, and it's great for note taking as well. With a feature like Math Assist, you can actually handwrite in formulas in OneNote, and it will tell you how to solve it. So this is great, again, if you have kids or if you're learning math yourself. It's one thing to just look at a formula and then skip to the back of the textbook and then learn the answer. It's another thing to actually show you each step in how to solve it, so you're actually getting better at math. The other thing too is, you know, you can create great shapes. And things like PowerPoint, you can actually draw and design shapes. So if you notice here in the image, it's great for interior designers because, you know, let's say, or even real estate agents, let's say you want to work with a real estate agent and help create maybe a design plan or work with a interior design team, renovation team. You can actually draw out maybe how you would like to design the next room, or maybe knock down some walls and stuff. It would be a great tool for that. And they do provide you with a ruler, and it's very precise, very easy to use. So the Surface Pen is definitely a device I would highly recommend. And it's, again, it also acts as a presentation clicker. So if you do a lot of presentations and let's say you have a Surface in your hand, it actually makes for a great presentation clicker where you can actually handwrite onto the slides if you want to, or use the button to click to the next slide. Absolutely a great tool. Now, it does suggest, as a complement, you may want to get the Surface Dial with it. As an artist, definitely recommend the Surface Dial. I'm not going to deep dive into it too much. I could sit here all day and recommend so many different accessories for you. But for an artist, the Surface Dial definitely, there's a lot of benefits because you can get easier access to the color wheel, do some nice shortcuts there. So I definitely recommend that as well. And yeah, so there are a lot of different applications that do work extremely well with the Surface Pen, starting with the Photoshop, Adobe. You know, you guys all know that Adobe Life. You also got Sketchbook here. You have Clip Studio Paint, Expressi, ZenBrush, that looks really cool. And you also have Fluid Math, the award-winning educational software that enables teachers and students to create, graph, solve, and animate math and physics problems in their own handwriting. So that is pretty cool, and that is why the Surface Pen makes for a great device right there. You can create without limits, you can do easy note-taking, and you can use it as a PowerPoint device now, or a PowerPoint clicker. Now, with the Surface Pen, again, it does feel very natural when you're using a Surface device, the handwriting on it. I mean, it's, at first I was so worried about using a Surface Pen when writing it out, but I will say it just felt so natural when I started using the Surface Pro and started highlighting and drawing on the device. It felt so great. And then with the Surface devices, you get 4,096 pressure points where you can sketch, shade, paint. So if you have different like kind of artist techniques like shading or maybe curving your lines a certain way, or how much pressure you like to use, there's actually a really good pressure point there. And again, so you can really do some really cool stuff with it, and I definitely recommend it. So one of the top Microsoft accessories right there. Now, moving through our top accessories as well, what I would also recommend here is the adapter, the wireless adapter. I don't think I see it here, but I definitely recommend it. The wireless display adapter. Love this guy. Now, if you use a Surface device or you use a laptop, this is definitely one of my top accessories that I recommend here. The wireless adapter allows you to connect your phone, tablet, or laptop to any TV wirelessly, so no wires, no fuss, no muss. So definitely recommend that. So it's great for watching shows, maybe having a nice second screen experience, or allowing you to multitask. And it's easy to connect. All it comes with is a HDMI and USB. You just connect it into that TV and you're wirelessly connecting right then and there. So definitely recommend that as well. Now, going from accessories here, what else do we have here? If you are a Surface Pro user, one of the other accessories that I highly recommend is a type cover. I do have one myself. Does it not on this page here? There we go. Surface Pro accessory. It's under Surface Pro accessory, guys. So, Surface Pro signature type cover. Now, these guys are great because not only does it turn your 2-in-1 Surface Pro into a laptop more experience, but it also creates a nice cover for your Surface device. For me, I have the cover and I carry around my Surface everywhere. And I absolutely love it. It feels nice to carry. It's very presentable and it's very good to type on. A lot of people feel like the keyboard platform is very flimsy, but actually I'm a pretty aggressive keyboard hitter. If you guys ever hear me type, you can with my current laptop in my home studio here, it's very loud. So again, I might annoy certain people that live with me when I'm typing on the keyboard, but it is I will say with the Surface Pro keyboard, it is not a flimsy keyboard. It's very sturdy, and you're able to type on it very naturally. And I recommend it. It acts as a cover protector for your screen when it's closed, so it's perfect for that. And it's got a beautiful design as well. And there are so many different color variations. So you have poppy red, you have ice blue, you have platinum, you have, and then you also have the black one, a black regular type cover if you want. Now these are the more signature type covers. So this comes with Alcantara. Alcantara is a leather-based material that is very elegant, ages very well. So as you can see here, you can do so many things with it. So you can use the laptop view, but if you want to just like kind of tuck it away for a bit, you can actually fold it all the way around and it disables the keyboard. So if you're holding it with the keyboard tucked away there, you can see that, well, what you can see here, the way the lady's using it, is that it will actually disable the keyboard and you can use it kind of just as a touchscreen if you want. But I definitely recommend the laptop experience, having the keyboard down and using it that way. So it's very adjustable, very easy to use. So it's definitely a accessory you want to have with your Surface device. All right, now the other two accessories that I have to recommend, guys. First of all, we need to switch gears a little bit here, but I have to recommend the controller. Okay, let's talk about controllers for a second. First of all, as you can see, they have the new Cyberpunk controller. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. I love the writing, I love the scratching on it. I hope they use the 4K laser etching for that. I hope they come out with a video for it. It's got a nice QR code right there. I'm actually curious if the QR code works. I'm gonna just check that out real quick for you guys. Don't think it's gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. All right, so it does come with the QR code though, so I'm very curious as to what that means. And then you have the samurai there, the samurai symbol in the back. But honestly, Xbox controllers are absolutely incredible. Not only can you connect via Bluetooth to a computer, but you can use wired option as well. So if you have a mini USB to USB, you can plug it into a computer and use the wired option. There actually is a reason for that. So the reason for that is, one, you could charge your battery for your controller, but two, the other cool thing you can do with the Xbox controller is once you plug it in, there's actually like no input latency at all. There's none. So if you go wired, there's a very minuscule difference. But if you go wireless, there's a very minuscule difference. But if you go wired, there is no difference. It is precise, it is fast, and it feels great. So if you're a pro gamer, you may want to use a wired option for your controller. But as a casual gamer, wireless is fine. and it's fantastic. Now this controller is superior design. There was over 40 improvements made from the 360 generation to the Xbox One generation, including haptic feedback. So taking a look at the triggers here, there's actually rumbles in the triggers. So when you're in a racing game like Forza, if the tires actually come off the road and go off-road and onto grass or whatever terrain, you'll actually feel rumble in the triggers. And that kind of haptic feedback is great because maybe if you're focusing on a rival and not paying attention to where your car is going as much, then you definitely want that sensitivity happening in your fingers, so you actually will feel so you'll actually feel what's happening as well as seeing it or maybe not seeing it. And then not only that, in games like shooters, you'll actually feel a different rumble for each weapon depending on the game and how it's programmed. But you'll, like for games like Overwatch, I get a heavier rumble when I'm swinging Reinhardt's hammer, or I get a different rumble when I'm using Reaper's shotguns, that sort of thing. So there are rumbles in the triggers, and it is incredible to have as well. Now, they actually created a beautiful handle design here that naturally rests in your hands when holding an Xbox controller. So if I just grab this controller here, as you can see, I have one in my hand here. This is the Project Scorpio Edition controller. If you actually just rest in your hands kind of naturally fit into the controller's groove. So it actually makes it easier for you to want to just either use the tops or just use the buttons. It naturally rests in your hands. And then some of the later models actually have textured grips in the handles. So this is a superior controller that I do recommend. This one's a black one, so you probably can't see it as well. Let me get my old Master Chief one. So this is the Master Chief one. This is one of my favorites. This is when I covered the launch of Halo 5. But again, it's just such superior design with these controllers. The Gears ones are just absolutely stunning and gorgeous, and definitely recommend that. And yeah, there's textured grips. The newer models, if you see the white box, I don't know if you're going to see that. There you go. The newer models, when they added the white box, they added Bluetooth connectivity, and they also added a 3.5mm jack. So you no longer need the Xbox stereo headset adapter. You can actually just plug in your controller and be able to manually adjust your audio controls that way. However, some people do still like the stereo adapter. This guy actually comes with the Xbox stereo headset, and I definitely do recommend that headset. So I will talk about that shortly. So this is a great one as well. But yeah, so this controller, superior design. It feels great. Can't wait to see what the Xbox Series X controller is going to feel like. And again, they actually have textured grips around the joystick. So if I show you guys the image here, let's show the dead on image. As you can see, these rings here, those rings are textured grips, so again your thumb won't slide off as naturally. I was also a big fan of them adding or going back to the precision D-pad. As someone who played a lot of 2D side scrollers, having a precision crosshair D-pad creates a lot of very precise movement, and that's why they call it precision D-pad. But in 2D side-scrolling platformers, you do need really precision input because, again, one jump too far, one jump too short, you don't make it and you die and you got to restart the level. But having those that input there is really helpful. Also for fighting games, being able to have this precision D-pad allows you to input precision sequences. So if you're doing what we call a down to forward motion, right here, this down to forward motion, which is you hold down and you want to roll your thumb between right and down, and then you want to push right, that's a quarter turn. That will allow you to push to be able to perform a certain move. With this type of D-pad, it's very helpful. But there's another controller that has a different type of D-pad that is also very helpful for doing fighting games as well. But I really like the precision D-pad. 2D fighting games and side-scrolling platformers, they really benefit from precision D-pad, so definitely recommend that. Joysticks are great for shooters because of 3D movement and strafing. You definitely want to be able to have that kind of flexibility with the joystick. However, when you're doing games, 2D adventure games or fighting games, sometimes joysticks aren't as helpful depending on your setup. And they definitely did a great job with the bumpers as well. There's a nice clicking sound that makes you feel like you're actually inputting the button there. And there, like again, there was over 40 changes, guys, from the Xbox 360 generation to the Xbox One generation. There's a YouTube video about it. I definitely recommend it. But not only that, the Xbox controller, one of my absolute, if not my number one accessory to get with any Microsoft device, whether it be the console or the PC, would definitely be the Xbox controller. There's just so much you can do, and these controllers are gorgeous designs. They have so many, as we just saw with the beautiful. As we saw with the beautiful Cyberpunk controller that they just announced, just absolutely gorgeous. I love the black and the silver. They did a great job with their designs. There's so many to go from. There's also the Gears controller. There's the Halo controller. There's the Sea of Thieves controller. It's a little hard to find the Sea of Thieves controller nowadays, but if you can get your hands on it, let's see if we can show you guys an image here. If you guys could get your hands on the Sea of Thieves controller, man. It's not here, so let's go Sea of Thieves controller. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do you guys one better. Devices. One sec. Hello, IFC Ultra. There you go, guys. Superior design right here. This controller is absolutely gorgeous. This was a very rare controller that you could get for a limited time. This Sea of Thieves controller is actually see-through. Okay, so you can actually see through the controller. But they kind of got this coral design that goes all over the controller. And it actually has like little dents in the controller as well. That's on purpose. And you got the Sea of Thieves logo in the middle there, which I really love. And then on the back, if you look very closely, you got the ferryman's the ship there, the ship insignia. And then also I love at the top, you got the gold right trigger, which kind of feels like a gold tooth, the way they designed it. This is probably the most widely celebrated Xbox custom controller thus far. And again, the beautiful thing about Xbox controllers, guys, especially the Xbox One, the Xbox One S and X series controllers, these guys are Bluetooth, so you can easily connect them. Yeah, I know, I shaved my head. I know, I'm sorry. It had to be done though. My hair was out of control. Unless, are you talking about my hair? I think you are. I'm sorry, I apologize, but my hair was getting out of control. It needed to be done. Anyways, highly recommend this controller. This is the beautiful and most widely celebrated controller next to the Gears controllers. They are absolutely stunning as well. Now, my next top accessory that I recommend for any Microsoft user, both PC and console, is the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. This is the absolute last controller you will ever need in the history of like gaming, period. This controller is a hefty price. Now this is a US, or is this Canadian? This is US, so this is US. It's $179. I think it's almost $200 Canadian. This is just the best controller I have ever seen. When I first saw the video, I was like, "Oh my god, this is incredible!" The first time, I'm like, "Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous." So you have textured grips all the way around. You have paddles now that you can customize and add beneath it. It comes with a beautiful case. And also the triggers have locks on them, so you can adjust the depth of input. So if you have it at the normal setting, they go all the way down, and then if you go to the second setting, it's halfway down. If you go to the third setting, it's like literally it's just a tap and you're good to go. So if you're a competitive player, this is an incredible controller. It also comes with a built-in battery this time around, so it is definitely the last controller you ever need. Yes, Miss Taco Bella, I am also in love with this controller. controller. Now, the other cool thing about this guy is you also have the satellite dish D-pad, as mentioned before with the Xbox controllers. If you're doing something like a fighting game, this kind of D-pad is actually really good for you, the satellite dish D-pad, because it allows you to perform more precise input by being able to roll your thumb more naturally with the satellite dish groove. But I mean, I also recommend the cross precision D-pad. And also you can see that it has textured grips on the top of the triggers there. Again, really beautiful design. The other thing I want to point out with this controller is that the heft, the weight of it. It feels heavier, but it's not a bad heavy. It feels like you're really holding onto something heavy duty. So again, it's built in for performance here. So this is showing you the lock system here. So once the lock system's input, you get less of a depth, which is really cool. And so now you can tailor the controller to your preferred gaming style and new interchangeable thumbsticks, paddle shapes, and 3 custom profiles. So on the center of the controller here, this button here, you can actually save 3 different control presets for each game. And you could do that through the Microsoft Accessories app, which is pretty awesome. And you could change button layouts, everything. Like, Y could be right trigger, A can be whatever. And the cool thing is too, going back to the paddles, talking about button input, is that when I was playing a game like Halo, when you have to like throw a grenade or reload, for example, your thumb would have to leave your right stick and push those buttons, right? Push X or A in order to push X or A in order to jump or reload or what have you. You can actually set the paddles up so your thumbs never leave your sticks. And it's really important that you do that, because when you're playing a shooter, the second your thumb leaves that right stick, you are no longer aiming at an opponent. So when an opponent is very mobile, and you'll start to see it once you get to an intermediate level and starting to get into more of an expert level, you start to see that opponents are very nimble and they're very accurate. And the reason is because they're constantly aiming and they're not jumping as much. They're minimal jumping, they're very harassing type of play style. So being able to keep your thumb on the stick and being able to lock onto them and being able to keep that consistency is really important. So I definitely recommend that. And then finally, you can't see it quite well here, but it does come with a beautiful case that's easy to travel with. And the new case acts as a charging dock, which is really incredible. I did an incredible video to talk about this controller, and I couldn't talk about it enough, guys. It is just absolutely incredible. And just to show you on the side here, guys, there's also the option to use the Design Lab. So if you ever want to customize and personalize your own controller, you can do that. You can actually engrave it too, which is pretty nice. So I definitely recommend that as well. So the Xbox controller and the Xbox Elite Wireless Series 2, best accessory you can get on the market. So get it. Get it. Get it. Next thing I recommend, if you get an Xbox controller and you decide not to get the Elite controller, I definitely recommend the Play and Charge Kit, $24.99. It is an incredible tool to have. It comes with a beautiful, I think 9 feet long cable, which is incredible. Or is it 6 feet? I can't remember. But it's a beautiful long cable, nice and long. And it charges your device. It charges your controller as well as acts as a playable solution when you have it connected. And the battery is really good. It lasts up to 30 hours in a single charge, which is incredible as well. So I definitely recommend that. Now moving on from there, we also have let's see here, headsets. Let's get into the headset market. Now, headsets. There are so many. Oh, my sound's not doing too well this time. Hold on here. I'm so sorry. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Look away, look away. There we go. All right, let me take a look real quick. I think the mic moves. Check. that better? Worse? So far, so good. Okay. Yeah, it's probably because my leg is shaking on the desk because I have a tendency to do that. All right, so the next recommended accessory is definitely the Xbox One stereo headset. The reason why I recommend this headset is the price. The price of this headset is absolutely the right price for such quality. The headset is so comfortable to wear on your ears for a long period of time. It doesn't get too warm or uncomfortable. It is a beautifully designed headset. You can also get it in white, and it does come with the stereo headset adapter. So it is compatible with the PC as well. You can simply just plug it in. As a great 3.5 millimeter jack. Plug-in cable, so it's again very easy to use from TVs to PCs to gaming, whatever you want. It's there as well. Samsara says great headset for the price. For that price, I don't think you can go wrong. I couldn't agree more. This is a beautiful headset to have. Very good to travel with as well. Nice and comfortable to wear, keeps your ears warm if you're outside, and it's got that great built-in mic as well. And every time I have done podcasts with my brother, he has actually used the Xbox One stereo headset, and he sounds crystal clear. It's as if he was, using a professional grade mic right in front of him, and it's incredible. In that price range, usually they're not well built. Yes, usually they're not, but in this particular case, Microsoft has done a great job finding the right price with the right amount of durability and quality with this headset. So I definitely recommend it as one of my top accessories. If you want to go to a higher price point and want really good quality headphones. Now, as mentioned many a times in the past, I am not a headphones guy. I'm an earbud guy. I like my earbuds. But if you're a headphone guy, definitely you'll see Rav preaching to the choir about the Surface headphones. It's a little more on the pricey side, but this is actually pretty competitive with other headphones out in the market right now. The Surface headphones is about the same as Bose, but you're getting so much more interactivity. Bluetooth connection as well. You get Cortana, the voice assistant, but you can actually program it to have Siri in there or whatever else voice assistants you have. It lasts so long. The battery life is so incredible. And it charges very fast. It charges in less than 2 hours, which is pretty good to get a full charge out of it. And yeah, it's just an incredible headphones, and they're super light. They're gorgeous design, and you can get various levels of noise cancellation there. So up to 30 decibels for noise, active noise cancellation, and up to 40 for passive noise cancellation. Now, battery life, again, you're getting 50 hours of battery life with music playback or Bluetooth. And you're getting up to 18 hours of battery life while turning off voice activation. So keep that in mind, guys. And again, I'm not much of a voice activation person. I'm a bit old school in that way. But I will say, you're getting the best bang for your buck. Like again, it is a higher price point, but you are getting your money's worth by investing into these headphones. So keep that in mind when you're getting headphones. So those are my top accessories. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So we're going to recap the accessories I've covered one more time for you guys, and then we're going to call it a stream, as Justin's got a great stream coming up for you guys on the on gaming and fitness with another round of Overwatch. And he's going to do some challenges there for you guys. I highly recommend it. It's good to stay active. I just got a message from my brother, and he was talking about, gaming getting a bad stigma, from outside sources because, they think people are, people just don't get the fun that gaming gives you and the positivity. And there's not a lot of positive messaging around gamers when it comes to the media. They look at those classic stereotypes, if you will. But you know, there are fun ways you can incorporate fitness into gaming. You want to stay active, stay healthy, keep your cardio up. That's a really important one, and it's also important to keep your wrist health and your good old finger health up there, because if you don't, you can get some health problems super down the road if you don't take care of yourself. That goes to say for anything. So Justin has a great video or great stream coming out for you guys, where he's going to do Overwatch. He's going to do some exercising with you guys, make some fun challenges and stuff. So I recommend you just try your best and do it. It's a lot of fun. I had a good laugh when I watched him do it. So I always make sure I do my yoga and also make sure I do some fitness challenges here and there where and when I can. But yeah, guys, you know, it's also good to celebrate a little positive health when it comes to gaming, so keep that in mind. So going back to the top accessories that I recommend, starting with the Microsoft Precision Mouse. So let's go into the Surface Pro accessories here. Now, you also have the ergonomic mouse, but I definitely recommend the Microsoft Precision one, and I might need to find it in my other page. Yes. So let's do that. All right, so recapping from the top, here are my top accessories, starting with the Microsoft Precision Mouse. Comes in a beautiful platinum or black design. It has magnetic scrolling for precision control, and it comes customized with 3 programmable buttons, as you can see along the side here. You can also connect up to 3 devices to it and switch simultaneously between them with the button on the bottom. So there are multiple Bluetooth connections you can have. You can also use it as a wired mouse, as it does come with a cable, and you are getting an incredibly long battery life with this guy. It also has a beautiful ergonomic detail here, so for the price point, again, you're getting a higher end device, but you are getting up to 3 months of battery life with this guy. It has a nice little platform for your thumb, very easy, and probably one of the best mice to have, make it feel a nice natural flow. So you have that there. That's the Microsoft Precision Mouse. It's one of my top accessories to recommend. Moving on to the next accessory, which is the Surface Pen. Every Surface device should come with a Surface Pen if you're going to buy one. And it's a great accessory to have. So create without limits here. You can draw, edit, design, whatever. It is a great device, over 4,096 points of articulation. You can do, as mentioned before, editing, you can do note-taking, you can do math. The cool thing in OneNote is if you use Math Assistant, you can write in formulas, and you can have Math Assistant actually show you step-by-step how to solve it to better create a natural understanding of how formulas work and better help you get those answers you need. Not only that, you can also do great design. So if you work in something like interior design or renovations, or you're someone who's working with those industries, you can actually take great interior design plans, create presentations, and show them how to add on extensions to your building, and get a better idea of what you want to do, really express those thoughts. So that is where the Surface Pen really comes in handy. There are 4,096 pressure points, as mentioned before. It definitely responds to an artist's touch, which is really important, and it's very compatible with all sorts of applications. So you can have Photoshop, you can have Sketchbook, you can have Fluid Math. There are a ton of great apps there as well. So definitely recommend the Surface Pen. And finally, the big thing I use it for, and I'm not someone who does a lot of handwriting or drawing, but what I recommend I use the Surface Pen for is just either touching the screen or using it as a PowerPoint clicker. So those are some great reasons why you should have the Surface Pen. Moving on now, one of the other things I recommend for laptop users or Surface users is the Microsoft Wireless Display Adapter. It connects via HDMI and USB. You get that wireless connectivity. It acts as a great second screen experience. It's also great for presenting. So if you're someone who does a lot of presentations, having a Surface Pro device, you can actually connect to a TV wirelessly, have the Surface device in your hand. It makes for a great presentation. So it is absolutely incredible. Very easy to connect and very easy to set up. Definitely recommend the wireless display adapter. Moving on, the next device I recommend is if you're someone who travels and requires a mouse, I definitely recommend the Microsoft Arc Mouse. These guys are slim, light, ready to travel. You can actually fold them down, make them nice and slim like a business card, which is really cool. They come in beautiful colors, lilac, sage, soft pink. You can also get ones that are black out there, platinum. And it's a simple snap, and you get that beautiful arc design, and it turns into a mouse. You get horizontal and vertical scrolling, which is great, and again, easy to travel. It's super awesome, wireless, and you can get up to 3 months with battery life on there. So definitely recommend that as well. Top recommended device. Okay, moving on up the accessory ladder here, we're actually going to switch gears and head on into the Xbox accessories. So let's talk about it, starting with our devices, going into accessories. Good old accessories. Now, if you need a new controller, Xbox controllers are, in my opinion, the superior controller in terms of design, performance, and experience. The controllers now have Bluetooth connectivity, 3.5mm jack input, and on top of that, you are getting haptic feedback with both rumbles in the handles and rumbles in the triggers. They also come with beautiful designs. You have the Cyberpunk design here. Yes, I also heard it already sold out as well, so it went pretty fast. This controller is gorgeous. I love some of the designs they do for their controllers. It looks like for this one they did it here, and it looks like for the Gears controllers they did it as well, which is the laser etching, which creates a really cool aesthetic. But these controllers, there was over 40 improvements over 360 generation. You can get all sorts of beautiful designs. Highly recommend it. This controller can work on both PC and Xbox. Very easy to set up via Bluetooth. You can also get a mini USB to USB cord, use it as a wired device. The reason why you have that option is because not only can you charge a controller if you're using something like a Play and Charge kit, but you can also use it as a wired controller and have zero input latency between the controller and your platform that you're using. And the reason why I bring that up, because when you're using wireless, there's like virtually none, but to a pro gamer, there's a very minuscule difference between the input latency by using it wirelessly or wired. By giving you the new Xbox One controllers, you're having that option. So if you want a very precise controller, you might want to use it as a wireless mode. But hey, again, wireless, it's so minuscule, guys. You can barely, it's one of those things like you wouldn't notice it unless I showed you like a tech video. But then there's also the Xbox Elite Wireless Series 2 controller. This controller is the last controller you will ever need. Now, this controller is just absolutely stunning. You're getting full customization over the triggers by input depth there. You can just put in those locks. The triggers also have texture grip along with the handles on the side, and then on top of that they have the paddle input there. If you game a lot, worth the price for durability. Couldn't agree more, Samsara. The paddles are great, especially if you're a pro gamer. Usually for me, I use paddle 1 and 3, and I use that for jumping and reloading, because your thumbs do not want to leave the right and left stick while you're gaming competitively. So that is definitely something I want to recommend there. The Xbox Elite Series 2 controller also comes with a satellite dish D-pad, which is great for fighting games, having that ability to naturally input different sequences, being able to perform moves. Super helpful, very great. The middle button there, you can have 3 different presets for each controller, for each game, where you can have fully customizable button mapping. Just absolutely incredible there. So it's very easy, great. You also get this beautiful case that comes with it. The case acts as a docking station because the controller now has a built-in battery, and it also comes with the extra accessories that you may need, which is different joysticks, such as taller joysticks if you have longer fingers, or shorter joysticks if you want quicker input. Whatever you need there, it is one of the best things ever. We have this boss lady. My Elite is still in the box as I haven't been gaming lately. Oh my god, my feels, all the feels right now. I don't have an Elite. I don't have an Elite Series 2, but I crave it so badly. Oh my god, I crave it so badly. It is a great controller to have. So, highly recommend it. Last controller you ever need. Boss Lady, time to dust off that old box. Get that controller out there. Start exercising those hands. Get that gaming going. You definitely need it. I want to play Overwatch now. Go play Overwatch. Go do it. Echo's amazing. The new hero that was added, she has broken the game in the best way possible. So, highly recommend it. Now, switching into accessories here, let's go shopping for another accessory. We are going to scroll down into, stands and charging stations. So, Xbox One Play and Charge Kit. If you're getting a controller, hands down, something you need for your controllers. You know, you want to recycle those batteries and everything. Highly recommend it as well. If you're, sorry, it's okay. Anyways, but I definitely recommend Play and Charge Kit. I definitely recommend it if you're gonna get it. If you need a controller, definitely recommend it with your controller because it's great. Again, you don't want to keep going out and buying batteries. It's great. You can once you plug it into the controller, you can actually get that zero latency input. You get faster experience, but you can charge your device while playing, which is fantastic. The cord is nice and long too, about 9 feet if I'm not mistaken. Play and Charge Kit, highly recommend it. Talking about headsets, the Xbox One stereo headset is the best bang for your buck. Comfort, sound is incredible. You're getting beautiful surround there. You got the microphone as well, which is incredible. My brother uses it for podcasting when we do our podcast together. It's probably, I would say, the best bang for your buck. It is a wired headset, but if you plug it in using the stereo headset adapter, it's because your controller's wireless. It's wireless experience, if you will. But again, one thing Microsoft is continually hitting home with is design, performance, and experience with all their devices, all their accessories. And you're seeing it with all the accessories I've shown to you today. So highly recommend it. Samsara says, can we ask questions in the reward section in Expert Zone? I have heard your concerns and questions. I read your questions. Unfortunately, I do not have an answer for you right now. But we are working on current issues that we are noticing. So stay tuned for that. That's all I can say. All right. So that being said, definitely recommend the stereo headset. Best headset experience. Now, talking about headsets, best bang for your buck. Stereo headset for sure. It's a great price, super high quality and durability. But I will also say, going into headphones, if you want to get really premium high-end headphones, I could not agree more with the Surface headphones. It's a little more pricey, but I highly recommend it. It's competitive to other high-end premium headphones. So yes, you're getting your super bang for your buck here. You're getting rich audio, you're getting Bluetooth connectivity, on-touch ear controls, and you can do calls from it. You can make it a wired headset if you'd like. You have all those options there, and you got incredible battery life. It is just honestly a beautiful, beautiful set of headphones. You can get that noise cancellation. And you get a beautiful case to go with it, similar to the Xbox One Elite case. Highly recommend it. And those are my top accessories. So, do you guys have any questions? Going once, going twice? Any other questions? New? You're good? All right, sweet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me. Thank you so much for joining me today. And you're good as well. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this stream on my top accessories when using Microsoft products. And that is it for me. Make sure you stay tuned for Justin's stream. If you enjoy Overwatch and you enjoy fitness, I definitely recommend watching Justin's stream because he's going to be taking the two and putting a nice challenge out there for you and join him in fitness as well. Thank you guys so much. Until the next time, keep enjoying our content. Don't forget to follow. Got a lot of great stuff coming up for you. Check it out.